Welcome back to kitchenacademic.com. Working with series. And before I even got started and introduced myself and my website, you probably already knew what this is. Probably the most recognizable ingredient that you're going to find any place. Almost anybody could pick this out. The versatile pineapple. Now, when you look at the old boy here, it is a very intimidating thing to kind of work with, but anybody that's actually had it knows the sweet, delectable little treats that lie inside this bad boy. I'm going to show you how to get to them. What we're going to end up doing, we'll take, and there's two basic cuts that you want to do to get this thing started. As far as peeling away this outside layer, you want to come away, cutting away the base of it, this little part right here. And I don't want to cut too deeply into it because I see that it comes out, this outer ring comes out a little bit more than where the root is actually. So I want to make a very deep cut, but I also want to make it so that I can lay my fruit flat. Before I do that though, I also want to cut away the top, not cutting very deeply into my fruit there. See? Well, actually you can't see. Oh, that right there that I left? Okay. We'll set these aside. I don't think I'll need my paring knife for this. Now, easiest way to attack this. Let's see. Let's come from right here. What I'm going to end up doing is I'll take my knife and I'll follow the curvature of the pineapple going from top to bottom. Just like that. Give it a little bit of a turn and continue to follow. Another turn, continuing to follow the curvature, making sure I'm not going very deeply into it, but I also don't want to leave like kind of a little bit like right there, those little bit of spots. Those don't taste all that appetizing. Not very good for my appetite at least. I really don't want to feed that to someone either. And I can almost hear, even from the deep recesses of the internet, I can hear the voices right now. Waste! Look at all the waste! Trust me. For one, I'm not generating that much waste on this. Secondly, like I said before, these are not very appetizing. The more you can get away from them, listen, I'm not even going to go on that tangent. Let me just look at it this way. If I was eating in a restaurant, I would very much appreciate the chefs, cooks, and staff that took the time to get rid of those things for me instead of worrying about yield percentages, food waste, and their bottom lines, which are going to line their pockets. So I'm just kind of cleaning up my work here, just getting rid of some of the big eyes that I have here. There we go. So, that's our pineapple. We're going to do a little bit of a cleanup first before we go into our next step. Now we have the pineapple, what the next step we're going to do is we're going to take it and cut it away so that we can get to the core part. We're going to end up doing that by cutting this down into quarters, and then we'll take and cut on a very biased slice, cut away the core. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'll go down straight down the middle with one cut there. Set that aside because I don't want to use it just right now. And with this cross section, you can see the white part there, which is our core. You go out a little bit, that's actually all the fruit. That's all the stuff that we want there. But can't really reach it with this angle. I could by going a cut in like this and a cut in like this, but I'm not guaranteed to get it. Easiest way that I've done it, and this is the way that you do it when you're processing and trying to do 20, 30 different fruits in the space of, I don't know, 15 minutes. We'll go ahead, we'll cut this in half again. So that leaves me with a quarter of the fruit. This allows me to go ahead and lay this down, and as I said before, on that angle, find just about where that white part ends and cut down. That leaves me with most of my core cut away right here, which I can discard, and all of my beautiful fruit right there. Once again, take, laying on its side, and cut away at an angle. Discard that. Now I know I said discard the core. You don't have to do that. The core is kind of tough, but it is edible to a certain degree. And when you're making sort of fruity type of sauces or using it for things where you want to have a pineapple essence, but not particularly the fruit itself, the cores work very well steeping in a sauce of maybe like some simple sugar and pineapples to make like a very pineapple flavored type of a sauce, instead of actually using your fruit, which you can use for a number of different things, for fruit platters, for, well, yeah, for fruit platters. That's kind of what's on my mind right now. So, from here, okay, camera gave me a message there that I don't particularly agree with. So from here, you can go ahead, you can cut it down into some smaller sections. What we'll end up doing with this one, we'll cut this down like that. I'll cut away some nice sized cubes. We'll just set aside right there. Beautiful. You can also take it and just cut away into some slices. Just like that. Or, if I wanted to, we can just cut into some longer slices going across where they're lateral to the flesh of the fruit, not so much as cross-sectioned like these. And once again, beautiful, tasty. In a nutshell, that's pineapple. Once again, work smarter, not harder. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later.